Hi, my name is Genevieve, and this past summer I had the privilege to go to San Jose, Costa Rica for my level 1 fieldwork. It was honestly an incredible experience, and I had heard amazing things about Costa Rica, but could have never imagined just how impactful it would have been to me to be there for 1 month. Not only was it impactful to be working with a great therapist who I learned a lot from, she was very knowledgeable, from her assistants who were passionate, hardworking, and just from the people and the culture itself, honestly, an incredible experience that I know I'll never forget. I did my field work at a home for the elderly, and I was able to run many groups. I assisted with many groups, but I specifically led 2 groups, and I did this with another student who was there, who was actually completing his field work, and he was an OT school in San Jose. So that was really interesting. I got to work with a student from Costa Rica. We led many groups. We did multisensory, we did cooking, we worked on basic tasks, and just different things to get them to think and just keep their cognition in good state. Not only did I have the opportunity to run groups and participate in fun activities that they did at the home, but I also got to see the progression of 2 cases, and that was a more hands-on experience because it was like that one-on-one where I got to run client interviews and really get to know the clients and their needs. So even though I didn't necessarily do let's say modalities or worked specifically on relieving pain for a woman who had a wrist fracture, I was able to talk to her and see if she needed any modifications to her living area or if she needed adaptations for any of her activities of daily living. Another really amazing thing was that I was able to participate in a cultural event. So every July 25th, they have this national holiday, and I was able to dress up in their typical Costa Rican outfit, and I danced, and I was able to have a really good time with them, and that was really great. So not only was all of that amazing, beautiful, I learned so much from my OT. However, there were some challenges, and one of them was that the documentation in Spanish was actually pretty challenging. We learn our clinical terms in English here, so to be able to translate to Spanish was a hard task. But the OT was very supportive, and she understood that I might need a little more time, but I would say that was one of the challenges. And even though I speak Spanish fluently, the dialect in Costa Rica is completely different to what I'm used to, so even that was a challenge itself. So again, I had an amazing experience and really learned a lot from my OT, her assistants, and being at the home. And overall, even though, like I said earlier, I had heard that Costa Rica was an amazing place, I could have never imagined just how great it was. So not only was the scenery beautiful and the food amazing, but the people and the culture are absolutely beautiful. They're some of the nicest, friendliest people, most humble that I've ever met, and honestly, I know that I'll never forget my time in Costa Rica. So Miami is a very diverse city, and I may or may not stay to work here, but if someone is planning to stay to work here, I would definitely recommend going abroad just to get more of that difference in culture that even though it's pretty diverse here, you go live somewhere else and you kind of integrate yourself truly and kind of grow that appreciation genuinely for another culture. So if you have the opportunity to go abroad, I highly recommend it. The experience in Costa Rica might be different from the one that you'll encounter here. It's amazing and it's a huge learning experience, and you will for sure fall in love with the home and Costa Rica itself. So I highly recommend Costa Rica for your level 1 fieldwork.